3 people are dead after a stabbing attack in the town of Reading. Police saying they are now treating this as a terrorist incident. With that, let's go to Bristol, where Dominic Velitis is covering the story for us today. So Dominic, walk us through the details as we know them right now.
Well, as you say, Michael, the police are now treating this as a terrorist incident, and as such, officers from counter-terrorism are now leading the investigation. But just to give you a little background as to how things unfolded yesterday, police say they were called to Forbury Gardens, a popular park in Reading, which isn't far from London, at about 7 p.m. last night after receiving reports that several people had been stabbed. Now, witnesses say the park was particularly busy at the time. It was a warm summer evening yesterday, lots of people out enjoying the sunshine, when the culprit, the suspect, a 25-year-old male, approached a group of people lying on the grass and started stabbing them. And we're told, Michael, that the attack only ended after a police officer arrived at the scene and tackled the suspect to the ground. But of course, not before 3 people were killed and 3 others were injured. I should add, in the last hour or so, it has been revealed that 2 of those have now been discharged from hospital. The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has reacted to the incident. Here's what he had to say earlier.
Well, I'm appalled and sickened that people should lose their lives in this way, and our thoughts are very much with the families and friends of the victims today. I don't want to preempt the police and their work in their investigation into what exactly happened in this case. If there are changes that need to be made to our legal system to stop such events happening again, we will not hesitate to take that action.
And of course, Michael, the suspect, a 25-year-old male, was arrested at the scene. He has now been named locally, so these are unconfirmed reports, but he's been named locally as Kairi Sardala, and he's reportedly an asylum seeker from Libya. But shortly after the suspect's arrest, Michael, armed police did carry out a raid at an apartment block not far from the scene of yesterday's attack, about 2 miles or so from the park itself. And neighbours there say they heard a controlled explosion take place at that property shortly after they were evacuated from the building. But of course, that building, that apartment, will be very much a focus of the police's investigation now. An investigation which, as I say, is now being led by counter-terrorism police, because this attack, which left 3 people dead and 3 injured, is now being treated as a terrorist incident. Michael.
Dominic, thank you for that. Dominic Velitis in Bristol.